All right. Welcome, everybody, to the meeting, September 28th.
Yeah.
ZBA meeting.
Awesome.
Roll call, we have Mr. Bush, Mrs. Honay, Mr. Thompson, and Mr. White. Who would like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Mr. Thompson? Sure. All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Do we have a motion for approval of the agenda?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, we've got Mr. White, supported by
Support.
Mr. Bush. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Approval of the minutes. That would be from August 17th.
Move for approval as submitted.
Support.
Got a motion by Mr. Bush, supported by Mr. Thompson. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Well, we have no public, so I really don't need to get into the rules for public comment.
Sure.
Any additional correspondence?
None.
All right, no old business. That takes us to new business. ZBA case 21-010, Kroger gas station sign variance. This is a public hearing. The applicant is seeking a variance to reduce the required setback in the right-of-way line to 6 feet instead of the required 10 feet. We'll turn it, we have no presenter, we have no applicant this evening, so we're going to turn this over to Mr. Smith.
Thank you. The subject property is located at 8308 South Saginaw Street and is currently zoned general commercial. The subject parcel is approximately 238 feet on the frontage of Saginaw by 343 feet deep. The zoning of the property to the north of the subject is general commercial, to the east is residential single family, to the south is general commercial, and the west is residential single family. The applicant is requesting to construct a new monument sign for the Kroger gas station. Our DPW department discovered upon application of the sign permit, the original proposed location was not acceptable due to the proximity to multiple underground utility lines. The DPW confirms that the newly proposed location is acceptable, but does not meet the required 10-foot setback of the right-of-way per section 5.19.2 of our zoning ordinance. The applicant is seeking a variance to reduce the required setback from the right-of-way line to 6 feet instead of the required 10 feet, resulting in a 4-foot variance. The standards for considering the variance, 1 is practical difficulty, 2 is unique situation, 3 is not self-created, 4 substantial justice, 5 minimum variance necessary, and 6 compliance with the other laws. The Planning and Zoning Department would recommend approval for this case based on the following items. Number 1, the requested variance meets the spirit and intent of the ordinance. And 2, the requested variance allows the sign to be constructed in the best possible location to avoid all of the underground utilities.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions? Yes.
Does it meet current sign ordinance, size-wise, shape?
Yes, size.
Lighting and all that?
Yep, everything else
All good.
matters, it's just a location, yep.
And without an applicant, do we proceed or table or what, Mr. Laddie, what?
You're free to proceed if you want. You also could table if you want, or you could deny.
I've never had a meeting and have the applicant not show. And
I will,
proceed.
I'm going to second that. It's odd that we're asked for something that a client, the person that wants it, doesn't show up to you. I guess they don't even care.
They do care, they had a scheduling conflict, the applicant was here last week at 6:30 and had her days mixed up, so they attempted to, but could not come because of scheduling conflicts. And Ms. Chair, if I could make another comment.
Absolutely.
If this doesn't get approved tonight, I'm not trying to sway you in any way, but if this doesn't get approved tonight, they will not be allowed to have a monument sign. This is based on the site plan approved as it sits today, this is the only location that the sign can sit.
Well, then.
So let's go on that comment. It's the only place the site plan we can put the sign.
Yes.
on the original site plan, because that was before our time,
Correct?
was it in a proper location shown per the ordinance?
Based
In the
on,
first place?
it was, there was it was on the site plan, yes.
Yes.
But that was, the site plan was a conceptual site plan that was approved. And then there was more consideration for other things on the site. And then when they went to apply for the actual permit, which is separate from the site plan, the DPW department and myself found that that location was not sufficient due to
Underground stuff.
underground utilities. So this unfortunately is the only spot on the site as it's presented today that it can go.
That being said, it was approved at site plan review.
Yes.
So did we drop the ball with the development and the design of the site in the first place?
I don't believe so. The sign permit comes as a separate application outside of the site plan. So I don't think anything was misread or misinformation given. I just think it wasn't given its due diligence until the sign permit was actually looked at,
Okay. 'Cause I guess I don't have a problem approving it,
right?
but moving forward, I just as soon not see anything like this again. I mean,
Sure.
It seems like we dropped the ball at the planning commission level.
Right. Well, and going forward, just know that more things will be taken under more scrutiny with myself at the helm.
Thank you.
Mr. Smith, would it be fair to say that this area along Saginaw Street then, the utilities, we've certainly had other projects and stuff going on in Saginaw Street. What makes this area so unique as far as the underground is concerned? Is it because it's close to city versus township?
And it's also close to the corner.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Jeremy, what is the right-of-way of Saginaw Street? It's pretty big, right? Compared to a normal,
From my understanding, I believe it's either 50 or 60 feet. I'd have to.
would we normally see, for a two-lane road or not a state highway, would it be 20?
Typically, in a subdivision, the minimum is 33 feet from the center of the road, and then each road, depending on level of traffic and level of road class, I would say, has different right-of-ways that are set by the road commission.
So 33 is the smallest, lightest traveled road, and then,
Correct.
did you say this was 50?
At least, probably.
Yeah,
It's,
I mean,
I would assume it's at least 50, if not 60. I'm just trying to see if it's on.
It does meet that setback, though.
Yes.
Still.
No, it still needs to be, it's still short 4 feet
of the Saginaw Street.
of the Saginaw Street setback,
So is that a
correct?
county thing?
Yes, county sets the right-of-way standards.
Right, so then they have to get approval from them as well?
No,
County's on board.
county has no jurisdiction on the sign.
Well, a setback they do, though, right?
They set the setback lines, yes. And then we are our rules dictate where the sign can go.
They
Within
don't
their.
care if it's in the right-of-way.
I guess that's what I'm asking.
Oh, okay.
So if it's still 4 feet into the setback, they would care, I would think. If it's their setback.
Oh, it's not, is it in the right-of-way, or is it just doesn't meet our setback?
It's not, yeah, it's not in the right-of-way. It's not 10 feet behind outside of the right-of-way line.
That confusion.
Yeah, no, that's what I was kind of getting around about. All right. Well, it sounds like this is the only place I can go. With or without the applicant.
Correct. Yes. And it is not required that the applicant is here.
Right.
Typically, they are to state their case, but,
So it is 60 feet.
Thanks.
okay. Any other questions or? Hear a motion?
I will make the motion to approve ZBA case 21-010 to grant a 4-foot variance to the Kroger gas station.
Okay.
I'll support that.
All right, moved by Mr. Thompson, supported by Mr. Bush. Any other discussion?
The only other comment I'm going to make is, when you look at the site plan that was provided, AG 1-01, and I worked on site plans a lot of years, and I know Debbie does too. If you look at the whole site, This whole thing just goes away by moving the building back 4 feet. There's plenty of green space back there. Again, I think that, somebody didn't look at this close enough, because just by moving everything back 4 feet, we solve our problems.
Right.
So with that, I support the motion.
So going forward, just so you know, I'm gonna make sure that on new site plans that come before me, they put that on there so we don't run into this situation again.
Okay, great, thank you. All right, we've got a motion on the table. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-1, or 4 to none. 4 to none. Any committee reports?
None.
All right, and so I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
I'll make the motion.
All right,
Well, you're not going to wait 4 minutes?
Mr. White, supported by Mr. Thompson. All right, all those in favor for adjournment at 6:40 p.m.
I actually have 6:39.
Ooh,
Ooh,
it is. Is that another record?
Putting 6:39 in the minutes.
All
If
right.
you guys want to change it.
you got
Double
it.
record.
That's a record.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All the same sign, motion carries. Here we go.